Imagine that it's just a normal day. As you go about your daily routine, the world changes. As the situation worsens, shelves are empty and resources are in short supply. What will you do? Are you prepared for an invasion? The invasion doesn't come from beyond, but rather from those who weren't prepared. What if neighbors, friends, or strangers were to suddenly become envious of your stockpiles? Your grocery list is the key to remaining calm and safe. Today's video will reveal 12 essential groceries you must have on hand before an unplanned crisis occurs. These aren't your typical survival items. Many people overlook some hidden gems that can have a significant impact on the situation. Keep reading, because the last item on the list could save your life if you don't have anything else. Prepper Pantry is your guide to staying prepared in a world that can be unpredictable. Subscribe to our newsletter and enable notifications if you are a new visitor. You might be wondering what we mean when we say an envious invader. This is not the typical invasion with battles and armies. It's something equally disruptive. This is an unexpected event, a natural catastrophe. An economic collapse or a breakdown in the supply chain can cause chaos. When stores are empty and people are desperate and ill-prepared, they may turn their attention to your stockpile and supplies, which could be dangerous. People who are ill-prepared may desire your possessions due to their own lack of preparation. Even your closest neighbors can be your rivals for survival when times are hard. Prepare for this kind of scenario by having the right food to keep you secure, sustained, and out of sight. Items 12. Canned meats and fish. Before we dive into more unexpected items, let's focus on one of the most practical sources of protein during any crisis. When fresh food is no longer an option, consider canned meat and fish. Having protein on hand becomes crucial, and canned options are an easy solution. Whether it's tuna, chicken, sardines, or even something like canned beef, these are foods that can last for years, keeping you full and energized when other sources run out. What makes canned meat and fish so valuable in a crisis isn't just their long shelf life, but also their portability and versatility. You can eat them straight from the can if necessary, whether you're adding them to rice pasta or simply enjoying them on their own. These cans serve as more than just a backup. They serve as a dependable source of protein, always available when needed, and they also offer additional advantages. Canned fish like tuna or sardines also provide essential omega-3 fatty acids, which are key for brain health and reducing inflammation. These nutrients are hard to come by in stressful situations, making canned fish a powerhouse in your emergency food kit. Item 11. Nut butters, peanuts, almonds, etc. Before we talk about some of the more overlooked items, let's turn to something simple yet powerful: nut butters. Whether it's peanut butter, almond butter, or even sunflower seed butter, these spreads are small yet powerful, packed with healthy fats, protein, and calories. Butters are a crucial energy source when you need quick nutrition during tough times. The best part? Butters don't need refrigeration and have a long shelf life, making them an ideal choice for your stockpile. A single spoonful can provide an instant boost of energy, which is exactly what you need when your food options are limited and every meal has to count. Plus, they're incredibly versatile. Spread them on crackers, mix them into oats, or even just eat them straight from the jar. And it's not just about the calories. Butters are rich in vitamins and minerals, including magnesium, which helps manage stress and supports muscle function when everything around you feels uncertain. These kinds of small nutritional boosts can make a big difference in keeping you going strong. 10. Dried beans and lentils. Before we talk about the more unusual items, let's start with a survival staple that's been trusted for centuries: dried beans and lentils. Despite their modest appearance, these foods are highly nutritious and have a long shelf life. In fact, dried beans are one of the most efficient and cost-effective sources of protein. On the other hand, you can store lentils. They cook faster than most beans and offer a rich supply of fiber, keeping you fuller for longer. However, their storage ability makes them invaluable in a crisis. Unlike fresh meat or other perishables, dried beans and lentils can last for years when stored correctly. Simply store them in a cool, dry place, and they become a versatile food source suitable for numerous meals. Plus, they're incredibly versatile, whether you're making soups, stews, or combining them with rice for a complete protein. Beans and lentils have you covered even better. A little goes a long way. Once cooked, a small amount of dried beans can expand into a hearty meal, enabling you to feed more people or extend your supplies. Additionally, their nutritional value is noteworthy, as they are brimming with essential vitamins and minerals such as iron, folate, and potassium, which are crucial in survival situations. This dense nutrition can significantly impact the difference between merely surviving and maintaining good health. We are now transitioning from dried beans and lentils to 9 types of rice. Let's discuss the ideal partner for long-term food storage: rice. More than half of the world's population often thinks of rice as a staple food, and for good reason. In a survival situation, pure gold white rice, if stored properly, can last up to 30 years, making it one of the most reliable foods you can have in your stockpile. Not only does it store well, but it's also easy to cook and pairs well with almost anything, allowing you to extend even the smallest of meals when combined with beans. It provides a complete protein, which is crucial when fresh meat and other proteins are scarce. However, people often overlook another aspect of rice. Because it's lightweight, inexpensive, and easy to store in bulk, rice is a perfect food to stock up on without going broke. White rice is the best for long-term storage, but brown rice offers more fiber and nutrients. Brown rice, although it doesn't last as long, offers more fiber and nutrients if you're thinking short to medium-term items. Let's discuss item 8 before moving on to practical items. Let's talk about something that may seem simple but has proven its value for thousands of years. Honey is not just a sweet treat, it is a true survival powerhouse. In fact, it is one of the very few foods that never spoils. Archaeologists have even found honey in ancient Egyptian tombs that's still perfectly edible after 3,000 years. That alone tells you why it's such a valuable asset in any emergency stockpile. When you need a quick and sustainable energy boost in a survival situation, honey's natural sugars provide it. Having something that can instantly revitalize you is incredibly valuable, whether you're on the move or trying to conserve energy. Just a spoonful of honey can give you that needed push, but it's not just about energy. Honey is also rich in antioxidants and contains antibacterial and anti-inflammatory properties, making it a useful tool in your survival kit. You can use it to soothe a sore throat, heal minor wounds or burns, and even prevent infections. Traditional medicine has been using honey as a natural remedy for centuries. Beyond its health benefits, honey is a versatile ingredient. You can mix it into your oatmeal, drizzle it over dried fruits, or even add it to your tea for extra flavor and sweetness. And when you're eating the same basic meals day after day, this kind of variety can be a real morale booster. One thing to keep in mind, though, is how to store honey properly while it never spoils. Honey can crystallize over time, but don't worry if it hardens. Simply place the jar in warm water to make it liquid again. So store it in a cool, dry place, and it will last for years or decades. If you're using honey for wound treatment, make sure it's raw, unfiltered honey, as it retains more of its healing properties than processed honey. If you have perishable fruits or meats, you can use honey as a natural preservative to extend their shelf life, similar to ancient food preservation methods. Before we get into some of the more creative items, let's talk about something that's simple, reliable, and often underestimated: instant oatmeal or GRA brains. These are not just breakfast foods in a crisis, they become one of the most efficient ways to keep yourself nourished. Quinoa and couscous are lightweight, easy to make, and filling, and they only require boiling water, which saves resources. Instant oatmeal in particular is a lifesaver because it cooks in minutes and provides a steady source of carbohydrates. Don't think you have to eat it plain. Adding a little honey-dried fruit or even some nuts can turn a simple bowl of oats into a calorie-dense meal that keeps you going. Nutrient-packed grains like quinoa provide both protein and fiber, making them versatile enough to incorporate into various meals. Beyond that, these grains are also great for stretching out other ingredients. You can mix them with canned foods, beans, or even a bit of your canned meat to create a complete hearty dish. You can't overstate the convenience of quick cooking grains when every minute counts and you need something to fuel your body fast. Item 6. Powdered milk or plant-based milk is a crucial consideration before delving into more unexpected items. Let's take a moment to discuss an often overlooked essential item. Powdered milk or plant-based milk. Alternatives in a crisis. Fresh dairy might be hard to come by, but having powdered milk in your stockpile ensures you don't miss out on critical nutrients like calcium and vitamin D. Powdered milk is lightweight, stores easily, and can last for years when kept in a cool, dry place. Just mix it with water, and you've got a versatile ingredient for drinking, cooking, or even baking plant-based milk. Alternatives like powdered almond or soy milk can also be a great option, especially for those who are lactose intolerant or prefer a dairy-free diet. Often fortified with similar nutrients, these options serve the same purpose and can enhance the creaminess of your instant oatmeal or grains. These options have the ability to transform a basic meal into something more filling and satisfying, which is their real advantage. Powdered milk takes up very little space in your pantry, but delivers a lot when it comes to nutritional value. It's a perfect ingredient for making simple, quick meals feel more complete, giving you a bit of comfort and normality when everything else seems chaotic. Let's discuss 5 vinegars. This versatile ingredient can do so much more than just add a little tang to your food. Vinegar. You can use any vinegar, whether it is white vinegar, red wine vinegar, or apple cider vinegar. You can use this simple liquid for many different purposes. For centuries, people have used vinegar, a natural preservative, to pickle and store vegetables. If you can still get fresh food when your supplies are running low, submerging your vegetables in vinegar will extend their shelf life by months. You can use fresh produce when it is available, and you'll have a backup in case supplies run out. Vinegar is useful in survival situations for many other things besides food preservation. You can use it as a disinfectant to clean surfaces, purify water, or disinfect minor wounds. Apple cider vinegar, in particular, has many health benefits. It can boost your immunity, help regulate blood sugar, and aid digestion. You can use vinegar in cooking to tenderize tougher meat cuts, add flavor to soups and stews, or brighten canned beans and vegetables. When your food choices get boring, a small amount of vinegar will make them more interesting. Vinegar is also a great way to clean your kitchen equipment and food storage containers. This will ensure hygiene even in less than ideal conditions. You can use mother-infused apple cider vinegar to maintain gut health during stressful situations. Use vinegar to catch fruit flies and other pests that may be in your food storage area. Item 4 has salt and spices. Let's explore a topic that often goes unnoticed in survival discussions. Salt and spices, before we move on to more functional items. Salt and spices. You might not think much of these now, but in a long-term crisis, having these seasonings could be the difference between eating just to survive and actually enjoying your meals. Salt is essential for more than just flavor. It's a crucial preservative, especially when refrigeration is no longer an option. In fact, our ancestors used salting as one of the oldest and most reliable methods of food preservation. Salt not only preserves food, but also maintains your body's balance, enabling you to stretch your food supply over weeks or months. Sodium helps regulate fluids in your body and maintains proper nerve and muscle function, which becomes vital when dealing with dehydration or exertion in survival scenarios. However, salt alone won't keep your meals interesting. That's where spices come into play. Consider the scenario where you have to consume the same food every day. Adding just a sprinkle of pepper or a dash of garlic powder or chili flakes to staples like rice and beans can significantly enhance their flavor. Spices possess extended shelf lives and minimal storage space, yet they significantly enhance the quality of meals, and many of them also offer unique health benefits. For example, turmeric and ginger have strong anti-inflammatory properties. Black pepper improves digestion, and cinnamon can help regulate blood sugar levels in times of stress and limited resources. These small health boosts can be incredibly valuable. Consider stocking up on sea salt or Himalayan pink salt, as they contain trace minerals that are beneficial for health compared to table salt. Store your spices in airtight containers in a cool, dark place to preserve their potency for as long as possible. During a crisis in a barter economy, Salt and spices can serve as valuable trading items due to their small size, lightweight nature, and universal utility. 3. Shelf-stable oils, olive, coconut, etc. Let's now examine a component that is often overlooked in survival kits: shelf-stable oils. Shelf-stable oils like olive or coconut oil are crucial. Shelf-stable oils, such as olive or coconut oil, are essential. You might not realize how important cooking oils are until you don't have them. In fact, oils provide one of the most concentrated sources of calories and essential fats, which your body needs to maintain energy and stay healthy. When we talk about survival, the focus is often on carbs and proteins, but fats are just as crucial. Without enough fat in your diet, your body starts to struggle with absorbing vitamins like A and K. This implies that oils can enhance the absorption of other vitamins. The combination of the foods in your stockpile and fats helps you stay fuller for longer, which is crucial when you're rationing meals. Monounsaturated fats, which support heart health, are abundant in all types of oil, making it versatile enough for cooking, as a dressing, or even as a dip for bread or crackers. Coconut oil, on the other hand, has an even longer shelf life due to its saturated fat content. Beyond cooking, you can use it for skincare, making it a multi-purpose item that's perfect for emergencies. One of the greatest things about shelf-stable oils is their ability to transform simple, bland meals into something flavorful and satisfying. A little oil goes a long way in enhancing the texture and taste of beans, grains, or even vegetables. Store your preserved oils in a cool, dark place away from heat and light to extend their shelf life. Dark glass bottles are best for olive oil to prevent oxidation. In cooler temperatures, coconut oil solidifies, but this does not affect its usability. Simply warm it slightly to return it to its liquid form when needed. You can also use oil as a fire starter, adding an additional survival function item. Item 2. Dried fruits. Now let's discuss a topic that can increase the nutritional value of your diet and its variety. In a time of crisis, dried fruits are a great way to get the nutrients you need. Dried fruits, like raisins, apricots, and apples, contain essential vitamins and minerals such as iron and potassium that are crucial for maintaining optimal body function under stress. The sugar in dried fruits is a great source of energy, especially when you are on the go or need to conserve your energy. Small portable snacks such as dried fruit are a great way to keep your energy levels up. These snacks are easy to carry, lightweight, and long-lasting, so they're perfect for an emergency kit. Don't forget the psychological benefits that come from having something sweet in stressful situations. Even a small snack like dried fruit will give you a boost in your morale. Add them to oatmeal, baked goods, or nuts for a nutritious meal. To protect dried fruits from moisture and pests, store them in airtight containers. For long-term storage, vacuum-sealed plastic bags are ideal. Combining dried fruits with seeds or nuts can provide you with a snack high in energy that will keep you going during physically demanding tasks. To make dried fruits more versatile, soak them in water before cooking. Items 1. Tea or coffee. While it may seem like an expensive luxury, tea or coffee can be essential in a time of crisis. These simple drinks can do more than give you an energy boost. They can also provide a sense of comfort and normality when things feel out of control. In an emergency where decisions are crucial, coffee can keep you focused and alert. Warm coffee or tea can calm your nerves and lift your mood. It also helps you to start your day in peace. When stored properly, both coffee and tea can last for a long time. They are also easy to prepare with just hot water. In a hurry, you don't need to use expensive equipment. You can simply steep tea leaves in boiling water or with a simple filter. Herbal teas like chamomile and peppermint are also beneficial in calming anxiety, improving sleep, or soothing an upset stomach. Coffee and tea can also be valuable barter items in the event of a shortage. Even something as simple as a coffee cup could be more valuable than you realize when other people are in need of a little comfort. If you don't have access to boiling hot water, store your coffee beans or ground coffee in an airtight container and store it in a dark, cool place. This will keep the coffee fresh as long as possible. You can make cold brew by steeping coffee grounds in cold water overnight. Green tea, for example, is rich in antioxidants, which can keep your immune system healthy during stressful times. To ensure you always have the 12 essential groceries, let's discuss preparation and storage. It is important to keep food fresh and usable. This is especially true for dried goods. To ensure freshness and usability, store goods like rice beans, lentils, and oats inside airtight containers. Vacuum-sealed bags, food-grade buckets equipped with oxygen absorbers, or even mason jars will extend the shelf life of these products. Store them in a dark, cool place, such as a basement or pantry, to avoid heat, humidity, and spoilage. Store butter at room temperature in a drier area. Rotate the stock, using the oldest cans and putting the newer ones at the back. Do not forget to check expiration dates. However, if stored correctly, many canned foods remain edible long after the expiration dates. Honey, vinegar, and oils all have different storage requirements. Over time, honey crystallizes, but you can remelt it by simply heating it. To prevent oils from turning rancid, store them in dark, airtight containers away from the sun. Vinegar is easy to store due to its long shelf life. Store it in the original container, in a cool and dry location. To prevent dried fruit and nuts from going bad or attracting pests, store them in airtight containers or bags. You can vacuum seal and freeze these items to extend their shelf life. Simple one-pot dishes are a great idea. A small amount of water can easily cook rice and beans together, providing a complete source of protein. You can add canned fish or meat to your grains or pasta. Remember to incorporate spices and oils to enhance the flavor of your food. Your food doesn't need to be bland just because you're in survival mode. In the event of an unexpected crisis, the 12 essential groceries, which include honey for long-lasting energy, canned goods for their versatility, and coffee or tea for comfort, can make a significant difference. These items can be more than just survival tools. They can also help you thrive during chaos. You'll gain a huge advantage by preparing and selecting the right foods. Not only will you be able to stay nourished, but also maintain your strength. When things get difficult, you need to maintain your focus and have peace of mind. Be prepared before the IIC begins. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the like button if you like this video. We will continue to provide more helpful tips to help you stay prepared in times of uncertainty.